I used to be part of a mixed martial art group that met in Pasadena, California. And one day, my instructor, my instructor and mentor brings a tire out of his pickup truck and he throws it on the ground. And he says, "Pete, go get your gloves." So I went and got my boxing gloves and he says, "Put one foot in." So I put one foot in the tire. He puts his foot in. He says, "The rules are the first person that lifts up their foot or falls out loses." Ready to go? I said, "Let's go." We tap in. For those of you that don't know what that means, it means we start. Okay? So we tap in and he's throwing punches and I'm like trying to avoid his punches. And let me just give you a little context. My mentor is a couple years older. He's about 100 pounds heavier than me, and he's been fighting since he was a little boy. I, on the other hand, was in my mid-30s, and I had just started training with him. All right, so back to the tire. So we're punching, and I'm freaking out. It's overwhelming, and I fall out. I go back in, punching. I'm trying to mimic his movements. Mimicking, I don't have an answer, and I lift up my foot. This happens over and over and over, and I don't have an answer. So eventually I tap out, which means I stop. I step back and I watch the other fighters go take turns. Even Big A comes in, and he's bigger, hence his name, than my mentor. And he's in there, and he doesn't have an answer either. Later that afternoon, after everyone left, my mentor says, "Come on, Pete. I'll show you how this works." So he says, "Put your foot in." So we go toe to toe again. We're punching. He's punching. Again, same thing, same feelings. I'm feeling overwhelmed, anxiety, worried. I'm getting hit. And he says to me, like the great mentor he is, he says, "Try something you haven't done before." And I'm like, "What, like get closer?" And he's like, "I don't know, try it." So I'm like, "Okay." So now I'm in close, and then he pushes me even closer. I know how close we are because I can smell the aroma of his essential oils. And he's punching, I'm punching, and he's like, "You're not getting hit anymore, right?" An epiphany hits me. No. And then he shows me how to bump him and throw a punch, and I did it. He taps my fist and he says, "Good job." As we were packing up that day, putting everything away, he says to me, "When did you learn that being close to somebody wasn't safe?" Now, when people share stuff with you, sometimes you have to sit with it. When he said that to me, not only did I have to sit with it, it sunk me hard. I needed a couple days to think about it, a couple weeks. And what I came to find out was that little tire boxing drill taught me everything that I never knew about intimacy, about being vulnerable, and about forgiving myself. I'm so grateful for that afternoon with the tire.